This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
The history of Islamic art takes its roots in the 7th century and encompasses all types of visual art produced by people who inhabited culturally Islamic territories. Though Islamic art long stayed remarkably loyal to spiritual and religious traditions, it can still be perceived as a sophisticated mixture of Arab, Turkish, Persian, and even Roman and Byzantine influences. Just like other external artistic and scientific trends have influenced the formation of Islamic traditions, the art of Islam has reached other spheres of human activities, such as architecture, culture, media, and politics. Its impact on the social and cultural development of the Islamic world and other cultures can be considered to be positive because it has introduced uniqueness, originality, and unity of Islamic culture, architecture, media, and politics. Islamic art is mistakenly believed to be narrowed to religious motives, although most of the artistic elements involve predominantly secular themes. Although religious motives were less prominent, Islamic architecture is equally marked by spiritual and impious styles that still affect the construction and design of structures and building in Islamic culture. Similar to the art of Islam, architecture has also been impacted by Roman and Byzantine geometrical motives and calligraphic elements. Interestingly, the Islamic artists convert the architectural surface into a textile surface, the three-dimensional wall into a two-dimensional hanging, weaving the calligraphy into it as another cluster of motifs within the total pattern. As a whole, the development of Islamic architecture continues to prosper from the emergent artistic movements and trends that impact neighboring artistic centers, particularly in South Asia and Turkey. Thematic concerns of Islamic art also have a tangible impact on cultural development, particularly on literature and language. Just as Islamic artists were often considered as being pure, complex, and sophisticated, Islamic literature is also narrowed to this aesthetic tradition, being a symbol of a deeper reality, which is tenuous and intrinsic. The same arguments are also applied to calligraphy as the chief Islamic art form. Being the key aesthetic feature in Islamic culture, calligraphy underscores the importance of religion and spirituality as well as the essence of the Arabic language that is attributed with a unique status in the Islam world. Hence, the literary and cultural sphere is considerably marked by the presence of calligraphic elements acting like meaningful images and turning writing into something more than an exposition of ideas. Instead, language and writing capture peculiar configurations of colors and shapes. In general, calligraphy can be recognized as an independent Islamic art form labeling Arabic literature and making it unique and original. The spread of Eastern culture, particularly Islamic cultural movements, has occurred as an opposition to the biases created by Western culture and media. Currently, Islamic media has captured the World Wide Web and has become as ubiquitous as American culture. Hence, the Internet enables Muslims to advance opinions and disseminate news that specifically concerns Islamic cultural and aesthetic development. Manifold perspectives provided by the Internet have influenced the advancement of modern networks and discussions about Islamic activities both within Muslim society and beyond it. Being under the influence of Islamic traditions and art, the world has learned much about the peculiarities, originality, and uniqueness of Islamic art and culture that is not narrowed to spirituality and religion only. Furthermore, the deployment of Eastern traditions has diminished the considerable imposition of the Western world on the global culture. Such distinctive features of Islamic art as calligraphy and geometry being presented as variants within one identity are closely associated with political movements and ideologies. In particular, politics is considered one of the leading forces contributing to the creation of new forms of Islamic ornament and calligraphy that are produced with political context reflecting the essence of Islamic culture. Political trends matter when it comes to Islamic art being defined as a representation of the national and cultural image and as an opposition to other cultures. This concept is applied explicitly to the conflict between Muslims and Byzantium, defining the conflict moment in Islamic history. Therefore, the political dimension is broadly defined by the language and historical development of the art and culture in Islam. In conclusion, it should be stated that Islam culture has a positive and balancing impact on Muslim society in particular and the world community in general. Its influence on cultural and social development can be perceived as positive because it spreads the concept of uniqueness, originality, and identity, being the basic prerogative of every culture. Furthermore, it serves as a power confronting the intensive deployment of Western trends, ideologies, and movements assimilating minor cultures to the global one. One way or another, such elements of Islamic culture and art as calligraphy, geometry, and ornament have entered politics, architecture, and media, creating more opportunities for developing distinctive features of political ideologies, architectural elements, and media channels that are not confined to religious and spiritual themes only. If you want to find more works like this argumentative essay on positive impact of Islamic art on society, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.